Hello fight fans, in today's news, Strickland believes that UFC is trying to silence him if they don't give him a rematch. Francis Ngannou says he won't leave boxing with a loss. Garry's wife responds to Colby Covington. Conor McGregor officially confirms he will come back this summer. Strickland claims that the UFC is trying to silence him by denying him an immediate rematch with Dricus du Plessis. He believes this was also the reason for his loss in the last fight, as the UFC doesn't want to give him a platform to speak.
Here's the thing, guys. I won. Dana said I won. Rogan said I won. We all know I won. I went to Canada, you guys. I went to Canada and I fought in front of the commies, and they shafted me. Dricus wants it. I want it. Win your title like a man, my friend. You know you got to get from God. Let's run this shit back. Settle it like men. That's all I'm trying to say. Settle like a man. You guys, let me tell you something about the UFC. I deserve that rematch. And if they don't give me that rematch, they're just not one of us. If they don't give me that rematch, understand it's for one reason and one reason alone. They want me to shut the up. So we'll all know what will happen. We'll find out. The thing about the UFC is Dana is a definition of free speech. He supports it to such a degree, but the UFC is financed by, you got Bud Light, you got all these massive corporations that even though Dana might be like, hey, I love what I let Sean say what he wants, there's a lot of very wealthy people telling him to shut me up.
Francis Ngannou says he won't return to mixed martial arts after losing to Joshua. It seems like Ngannou's ego won't let him leave boxing with a loss, and he's determined to reclaim his legacy. The way that this fight happened with Joshua, it didn't happen the way it should have. I think I need to do boxing now to claim something. To claim my respect and to claim everything. I can do it. I slipped, but I didn't fall. But I stumbled, I didn't fall. If I go back, train, learn from it, and use it as an advantage. But I will use it as an experience for my personal and professional growth. I think it will not be a loss. I will be able to reverse it and make it a life victory, not just a sports victory. Colby Covington sent another video message to Garry, making it clear that if Ian doesn't unlock his social media comments and have his wife beg him to accept the fight, he won't agree to it.
Greetings, nerds and virgins. It's America's champ. And as you can see, there's nothing behind me, just like Garry's resume. We all saw your cringy-ass video, Ian. And they'll do what you're told line only works when you're the A-side or Conor McGregor, not Conor McGregor, you fucking cuck. Ian, you said a lot of dumb shit, but there is one thing that I'll agree with you on.
My wife definitely ain't no trophy.
Layla's not a trophy. She's a participation award at best, which is fitting for you in your generation. You don't dictate the terms here, cuckboy. You're a Gen Z beta, and the only time you do any dictating is when you're on your knees for the nutritionist. The only thing you're famous for is parading around a nutritionist sloppy seconds like she's Miss Universe. She's a 4 at best. We all know you love to cuck it up, but you're about to cuck your way out of this fight, Junior. So here it is one last time. Agree to the stipulations. Stipulation number 1, turn on the comments. Stipulation number 2, record Layla begging. Stipulation number 3, agree to the MyBookie promo, and we gotta fight. Otherwise, I'm fighting someone higher ranked this summer, and you're doing what you do best. Sitting there and watching all the action.
And here's how Garry's wife, Layla, responded on her social media.
No, this lie was born out of the mouth of an MMA YouTuber desperate for clicks. When you make a channel entirely dedicated to your opinion on others, you have to somewhat admit that your own talent isn't enough. You haven't got enough to entertain. You have to talk about other people in order to stay relevant. You're riding off the coattails of other people's hard work. This isn't fighting commentary. This is just self-indulgent numerical masturbation. When researching all the bullshit online, it was very clear to me why people are making so much of this content. You see, the numbers spike sharply anytime anyone's talking about Ian and his family. So much so that Kevin Holland's page looked like a full shrine to Ian Garry for a complete 3 weeks, as he just kept regurgitating this Ian Garry content. You see, if you have no morals, no creativity, and you need to hit the numbers online, then the numbers are often worth the lie. Lie number 3. Ian is a cuck. Step back up, Strickland, a man who's unlikely to be au fait with the Shakespearean English he unwittingly used when calling Ian a cuck. First penned in the story of Othello, the word cuckold refers to the fear of a man who's been betrayed by his wife. Sean Strickland has been talking an awful lot about Ian Garry's wife. I've been called a sexual predator, a paedophile, an abuser, all by the man who alleges he suffered that exact abuse as a child growing up. In the Shakespearean classic, Iago tells Othello about Desmonda's adultery and he blindly believes the rumours. It's serendipity and not merely coincidental that Iago was lying. There was no truth to the story at all. Othello, like the crowd at UFC 298, was cruelly misled by Iago's jealousy and insecurities. Othello was never the cuckold he was called. His wife was never an adulteress. And notably, when the lies were exposed, Iago was taken away to be tortured and killed. Thank you, Shakespeare.
Conor McGregor has recently announced his comeback for this summer, and it's confirmed. You mentioned Michael Chandler as a potential opponent, but the weight class is still up in the air. Here is what he said.
Fans are excited about Roadhouse. They're also excited about you coming back to the Octagon. When do you think that might be and against who?
Yeah, we got confirmation a few days ago that it's all systems go, and the Notorious will be returning in the UFC Octagon this summer.
This summer. That's Chandler, Michael Chandler.
Yes, Michael Chandler. Yeah.
185.
Oh, he's so
as
up,
you
yeah.
announced.
Now look, see this? It's Chandler. I got the shut up, Michael, you imbecile. The blade doesn't shut up. But see him on Raw and all. I like Mike. I'm gonna bust him up. I'm gonna bust Mike up. Yeah. We're having a bit of laugh. I was having a bit of laugh with the 185. I haven't checked the scales, Mark, since the last time I weighed in at a UFC event, which is a fair bit of time ago. So I'll have a chat and I'll see where I'm at.
And that wraps today's news. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button and smash the subscribe bell to stay in the loop. Keep supporting the sport, and we will see you in the next one.